But you guys, just gonna look at the swarm that I got the other day. I've had them in the box now for 5 days. They've eaten the whole feeder full of syrup. That's all gone. So we're going to try and get this crown roll off. We're going to try and drop it down here. Let's see what's going on. And this was one frame of pre-drawn comb, old comb, and the rest of it was just foundation strips. Sorry, I forgot to bring my microphone with me. So if you can't hear me, I will try and speak up. I'm not as loud as some people. Quite a dark bee. And you can see they've pulled out this frame here at the bottom. Just going to shake it off so that I can inspect it a bit better. Let's hope the queen's not flying in the air now. As I told you, well actually I don't know if I did tell you, it is one of my old queens, it is one of my old swarms. They've totally drawn out that frame. That was a frame of wax foundation. Almost fully drawn out that side as well. And they're storing the syrup that I've been feeding them. There's a bit of pollen on some of the bees' legs. Light yellow pollen, looks like the stuff they're getting off that ceanothus. There's some smoke. Once I've done this, I'll give you an overview of what else has been happening. Now this is very heavy with syrup. So there's a tiny patch of eggs, and there's our queen. Here, in this frame. See if I can show you without losing her. Where's she gone? She's just marked a bit blue. I'm gonna have to pick it up and have a look. Ooh. Actually, they seem quite a nice bee, really. They seem quite calm. They do, they seem quite calm. But there's a lot of syrup in here, but I just saw a few eggs. Just below a little patch of pollen. Yeah, maybe just, let's see if I can get you in here. There's just eggs in here and in here. I don't know where she's gone. Oh, there she is. She is just there, look, real, quite a dark bee. You can just see the blue paint. I'll pop her back before I lose her, but that's a good sign, she's laid. So, more than likely she's not going to go off again with them. They'll cap them eggs and backfilling that syrup. I don't know if I'm going to fill up that feeder. I was going to fill it up again, but I don't think I'm going to bother. Starting to draw this frame out. Only just starting though. Only just really getting started. So perhaps I will. Got a bit. Give them one more feed of syrup, because it does take a lot of resources to draw the frames out, and there's nothing on that one. Hardly drawn, hardly touched it. Right. Let's put them all back together. And then I'll give you an overview. Oh, here. Not how you do it. I'll give you an overview of the East hives. Make it sound like we've got about 4,000 hives, doesn't it? They're only 20 yards apart. Actually, they're probably 50 yards apart from each other. Right. Ground board on. We'll give them a top up. I brought the syrup with me. It's 1:1 sugar syrup mixed with water. And what that means is it's 1 part syrup, 1 part sugar, 1 part water. I've actually mixed it up a tiny bit more sugar than I've mixed up a tiny bit more sugar than water. Here, I'll bring you up here now and have a look. We can work with one hand. So there's the syrup there. Look, my kids love it. That goes in a poly feeder, but it fits the snoot. It's lovely because what it's got is it's got a little section in here where the bees come up from the bottom. They climb up and they get the syrup is in this blue bit where it's ribbed here. And they come in and look, not one bee is drowned in there, which is very well designed then. Right, just putting the roof on, and then we'll give you the overview of the East hives. There's my toolkit. Right guys, so there's the swarm. We've got eggs, which is great. Need to put a brick on it. Where's my brick gone for that one then, Daniel? There it is. Yeah, boy. Yeah. So yeah, swarm's going well. Doomed nuke update. There is now a whole frame of brood, cat brood, and there will be another whole frame of eggs and a half frame of eggs. So I know it's really slow going, but she is actually going now. Most people would have probably knocked her on the head and given up with her, but yeah, it's good on her. This one, I've written on the roof, it needs more space, because I keep forgetting what's happening. Let me bring you around what I've written on the roof. More space, queen cups with egg. That's the code. So they weren't charged queen cells full of royal jelly, they were just queen cups with an egg laid in them. So they're thinking of swarming, they need more space. So I've knocked all the cups down and I will give them more space. It looks like it's going to be another brood box because I've run out of super wax until whenever it comes. Ordered it from Simon the beekeeper, should be here next week. But I'll make a brood box up and stick that on top. What have we got on this one? We have got fine, I think it says. Yeah. This is the bought queen, and all I did there was I just moved because the brood cluster was all right at the front of the entrance. All I did was shuffle it so it's more in the middle. It really wanted to be in a nuke box, but whilst it's just a lot of hassle to move it, and so I'll just leave it in that. And I've just pushed the brood frames and the brood cluster where it starts further in, and pulled some frames in the back and put them at the front to try and get the brood cluster in the middle and away from the entrance. You know, it's not cold, but might help. More of a sort of normal alignment inside the brood. You want the brood in the middle. More space for this one. This one needs a super. They've got a crown board with a hole in, and they'd built a little bit of comb up, and they were filling it with honey. How did you get in here, girl? Got a blooming bee inside my suit. Oh, that's because when I had a drink I didn't zip it back up. Oh well, I'm brave. She's bouncing off my eye a bit. That one is the split from the north hives. Going fine. She's laying, she's got enough room. They're drawing the frames out. And this one, my favourite, I've left one queen cell. Look how high it is. One queen cell in there. And I've moved the new box of frames and foundation that I gave them and put it in the middle of the hive. And so it's just above. The queen excluder's here. That's full of honey. That's basically fresh frames. Ooh, she's gonna get me. And then this one here is full of honey. I think I counted in there sort of nearly 20 frames of honey that could go. So we'll get in there anyway. So I'll have to think about getting the old spinner ready and everything. Okie dokie. Lovely day for it. Now it's FA Cup final, and FA Cup final time. Let's go and watch that, and let's hope Liverpool win, because my Mrs. family all Scousers, so I support them on. If it's not Portsmouth, I support them. Yeah, go well, guys. Hope you're well and enjoying the nice weather, or whether you've got nice weather wherever you are. And yeah, take care. All the best. I'll get this bee out of my hood. See you later. Ciao.